Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Gabrielle De La Garza, aka the New York Doctress, and welcome to my office. So I actually want to tell you something completely clairaudient message again. So first of all, this is your February bonus reading. So all over the place. Oh my god. So there's a huge emphasis on changing our perspective. And just now, so being stuck in a habit. So this is meant for whoever this is for. I don't know who I'm doing it. I love when these messages come through first. And actually consciously changing it, and it's so effing hard. Changing habits is so hard. I feel like people don't tell us that, and they expect us to do it. I think we put a lot of pressure on ourselves to do things quicker, to which then we get mad at ourselves, to which then it brings us down more, right? But changing is so hard, and that's really the whole point. It's like, even knowing you have to change, that program is still something you have to reprogram. That means going in and redoing it. So just right now, I'm so, sometimes it takes me too long in between readings. Just for example, sometimes it's just in between, I just need to press the button and I just need to go, because it just takes a long time, and I could cut my time in half and then do other things and yada yada yada, right? But I'm so used to doing it this way. So just now, that's why I did it. I just need to press the button. And I pressed the button, and my car is still running, which normally I turn it off, right? But I just gave no sense I was going to say the world, of course, because but that's what you need to do. So let's find out who this is for. I feel like you just need to do something there, and to change the way that you do something by just doing something else. Just completely all in. No, I hate to say it, but without, and maybe not now, right? While Mercury is in retrograde, I want you to not do anything. And then afterwards, I want you to completely just go right in for it, whatever it is. Whatever it is. Okay, so who is this? Who am I talking to right now? It's I go to read. Capricorn! Let's get into it, Capricorn. So this might be some tough energy that you've been dealing with. Capricorn being an earth sign, and us kind of going into more of the air sign. So I actually happen to have a lot of Capricorn energy in my chart, but I am a sun air sign. So I sort of feel you on this, Capricorn. And I also think it'll be easy once you do shift. I think it'll be super. That's why we're talking about this shift. It's just go in for this change. There's this change, this complete change. I can't I don't know what it is with you guys, but it feels very, I want to say violent in a good way, right? It's like when you finally, it's almost like getting violently, maybe you got really sick, but I'm also getting this, I want to say it's like you getting violently ill because you needed to get toxins out of your body to just all of a sudden feel better, right? Because I feel kind of nauseous right now. I'm not going to lie, all of a sudden, Capricorn. So maybe you're having stomach issues, or maybe you're not feeling good. This could be you actually, right? If we're talking, so I'm hearing it could actually be some health issues that are going on with some people. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't, Capricorn. I didn't give you a proper introduction, and I'm so sorry. I was just I felt like I was channeling your energy clearly. So my name is Gabrielle De La Garza. I'm the New York Doctress, and welcome to my office. I'm here to do your February bonus reading. And yeah, this is where we are. This is where we're at, Capricorn. This is how it's working out for you and us and I and we. So I don't know. I lost my train of thought, but Ace of Swords. But everything's the truth. That's what Spirit is telling me right now. Everything's truth. This is my knowledge card. This is you just receiving downloads and information from Spirit, right? You could just, and not physically be locked in your house, but you could just be mentally trapped in your house. Maybe you just really don't like going out that much. Honestly, I'm not a big goer out either. Or maybe you're going out, maybe you are physically out into the world and interacting with people, etc., but you're really more connecting with spirit when you're out, right? Like you could just be sitting at work really connecting with spirit and totally dismissing like the actual people around you, which I don't find to be, I mean, sometimes like, you know, of course, always be in the moment, Capricorn, but there's something, King of Swords here, you know, there's some sort of knowledge that has to be passed along to you for you, something about you spreading it out, right? Or something becoming a thinner layer so that it can be penetrated. And I know that sounds like so like, ooh, but like I really mean that in like a more spiritual way, if we can kind of get, you know, not sexual for a minute. It's like I see this layer, right? If it was a thick layer, right? I see it thinning. And it's like once you like break it, you know what I'm seeing? I'm seeing Willy Wonka when they're going up, and then they just shatter the glass. And I always thought to myself, like, I'm like, oh, he's going to have to fix that, and he's going to have to replace the glass. And you know what's crazy? They don't care. Like, Willy Wonka did not care that he had to replace the glass and that it shattered and that how much it was going to cost him after he put it back together. He didn't care about any of that. He was just there for the ride, literally. I'm getting so cheesy, but it's so true, Cap. And I feel like I'm trying to judgment. I see you. I'm trying to figure out who you are in the equation, or if this is just me telling you along, you know, just be along for the ride. Be ready for that information. There's some information that's really important in your life. Like, I wish, I don't know why or how, but it's very important. It's very important. And it's very spiritual. It's going to be something intuitive that you're going to get. Look at the Judgment card with the knowledge just flowing through. No one else is going to get this. Right? Everyone else is blocked off from this but you. It's something personal for you, Capricorn. You got a Pisces in your chart? Because Pisces also got a similar knowledge message. Ooh, the Devil. You got to be, and King of Wands reverse. So you could have, so all right. So I'm getting actually that this isn't any devilish energy per se. I'm getting, this is somebody who's in your life. This is a physical, definite negative energy in your life. This isn't for everybody. This is a King of Wands reverse who is completely just, for lack of a better term, a douchebag. Okay, this could be a Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius being the King of Wands. Doesn't have to be. Just could be somebody with that fiery energy. Just someone who's, they could even be living in their South Node, right? So if you don't know somebody's chart, obviously it's a lot harder to decipher. You know, but maybe you're like, well, maybe you're into astrology and you look up this person's stuff and you're like, I don't understand why they're like this. They could be living in their South Node. So I would just be cautious of this person, especially even in business deals. I just get someone super sketchy around you. This could be someone who's impermanent too. Like, let's say you're doing a business deal, like maybe it's just a client or something, but I get someone around you who has not negative energy, and they are penetrating through your energy fields in some way, shape, or form. I feel like Spirit wants you to be aware of that. Like, don't interact with this person. If this is a love interest, like, you need to drop this person immediately. Like, they are impacting your life energetically. And if it hasn't happened, it's gonna happen. So I feel like Spirit's giving you the heads up. Like, get rid of them now while you can. The Hierophant, look at him. He's like, please, look at him pleading. I love when Spirit comes through like that. He's like, please, 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 please. Like, I'm begging you, Hierophant. Spirit is like, just let him go. Don't talk to him. Don't be around him. Don't let him near you. I get very, very, like, I'm surprised the Five of Swords or the Seven of Swords isn't out here right now. Right? And you know better. The Empress and the Star here with the World. I feel like you're going to do exactly what you're told. You're like, oh, I know exactly who this is, and I'm definitely stopping contact with this person. And again, it doesn't necessarily, yeah, you're like, I'm that bitch. I am that bitch. Like, I am not going to let anybody in my life who's doing that, right? As for protection around these people, make sure you're praying. Simple things like taking showers in the morning or at nighttime, however it works. Meditating, like all these things, continuously connecting with Spirit. I feel like you're doing these things. The World, beautiful, beautiful energy. The Star, Capricorn. Like, man, this is like you're really gonna, if you're not feeling this already, because it is Mercury in retrograde, you're gonna be feeling this by the beginning of March. For damn sure. There is something, I feel like my spidey senses are going off. So I feel like you're really getting this, like, this answer that you need. There's something, what did I do with my drink? Whatever. you've been looking for some sort of an answer. I feel like you're gonna get that. And it might not come right away, but when Mercury goes direct, I feel like you're definitely going to get it. But you're on the path. You're on the path. It's like these little stepping stones. Like, you're very meticulous about the way you move. Spirit says keep that up, right? Don't be overly protective, though, right? Like, just because you stepped on a stone doesn't mean someone behind you can't use that stone either. Something about that too. Like, maybe you don't like when people copy you, but I feel like it's that typical thing, Capricorn. Like, if you're, you know, if your stuff's good, you're gonna get mimicked. But yeah, Capricorn, I see, like, I mean, do you see this? Do you see? Like, this is beautiful energy, beautiful, especially with the star coming out, and with, you know, the Aquarius stellium, and everything else we have going on. It's just emphasizing and basically helping my point in saying that this Aquarius energy is going to help boost whatever it is that you want to do moving forward. So as long as you're not resistant, I'm also hearing like resiliency. I'm hearing like there's something about I'm hearing like beautesque or like a boutique, right? Maybe a beauty boutique, or I'm getting like a bonnet. Like, maybe you sell little kids clothing or make it. Something about that, or selling clothing. All right, what else is going on for Capricorn? This is always like my, like, I want to call it like sad bitch turned bad bitch, right? It's like she was on her back, maybe like crying or upset, still has her mask on because she's a little like, doesn't really necessarily want to be seen into the world, but like, it's like she sits up and takes a sword from the side of her bed and is like, like read them and weep or whatever. What's that saying? Like, you know, like, I'm just gonna like take on whatever it is that I have in my life. Like, I'm not gonna let the garbage around me, and this could just be like, you know, not physical, not like literal garbage, but just like mental garbage, basically. I'm not gonna let this clutter take over my life. I'm gonna handle it. So I feel like I'm definitely you're getting a handle on something. I'm getting that you're not tolerating like anything toxic. There's someone who's not telling there, because there's this Knight of Swords here too. You could be dealing with multiple people. This looks like it's an air sign, could be younger than you. Even by like a decent amount. I'm getting maybe like 5, 7, even like 10 years or so. Could be even 12. Like, it could be a twin flame. Ooh! Did you just see that? You see how they just fell out of my hand? Right, so I have the Knight of Swords here. Oh my God. Ooh, it just got hot in here, Cap. It just got hot in here, Capricorn. And Cap, again, like with the Cap and lying, right? This person, and look, it just wants to cross it, is not telling the truth. I feel like and that's the truth. So they're not telling the truth, and that's the truth. I feel like I'm playing with like almost a Ouija board right now. Maybe you did that as a kid or something. What's behind the devil? The Wheel of Fortune, right? So I feel like again, I get this, you know, there's no real else way to say this, but I feel like there's someone kind of selling you a dream, and no, maybe not even like a dream, but like, you know, just someone who's just making you feel loved and adored, but maybe they're married, or maybe there's someone who's not doing that and like says that they do that, you know, and it's like, you're like, you don't do any of the things that you say that you're doing. Again, lying, you know, I just get the sense, again, with the devil energy coming out, the Wheel of Fortune, it's time to move on. It's like this person is stopping you from having a new beginning, if this is your story, Capricorn. Again, could be an air sign, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. But I see you moving away from toxic energy with the Ace of Pentacles and the star poking out here, and down here, right? Because I feel like you move away from that. You could even I feel like there could be anywhere, I'm going to just throw it out there, Capricorn, from 2 to 3 different people that you're dealing with. I almost get the sense that like you walk away from one and like could meet someone like immediately. I feel like Spirit's testing you, like, what are the red flags, right? Be careful that you don't fall for somebody's money, right? It doesn't matter. They could have a good house, be good looking, and appear as the most, you know, solid person on earth and be older too, you know, so you're like, oh, you should have it together by now, and still not be the one. It's happened to me. I've fallen for it. I've been there. I've been victim to it. This is why we're here. This is why we're here. So just be mindful. And there were red flags even through all of that. So you know, like, Spirit's aware of what you know. I want to say that. Be mindful of that. Spirit knows what you know. So you can't like fool or trick anyone. And not that you're doing that. I'm sorry to talk to you like this. I feel like you trick yourself sometimes, Capricorn. I feel like that's what this is. And there's no, and Spirit's like, they just don't want you going back to the same thing. I think that's what it is. It's out of love I'm coming from, for sure. And maybe someone's talking to you about this. Maybe you fought with somebody about this, or someone's telling you something about your relationship that you're just like don't want to hear or listen to, or you've heard over and over again, or, you know, something about that. Like you could have, but I feel like maybe that person is right or something, or this could be you. Maybe you're the right friend. Maybe like someone's like and you've been telling somebody something over and over again and they're just not listening. Like it's going to come back around. I feel like, or something to that effect. Yeah, I feel like someone like maybe like writes you a letter or something, or even if they don't, like they're thinking it. Like I feel like, I don't know, I want to say someone owes you an apology about something, Capricorn. I feel like, you know, I'm hearing a lot of apologies. I feel like you know what I'm also getting? You may never even get that. Like maybe you're never going to get the apology that you wanted. Maybe you're never going to get the sorry that you deserve, Capricorn. I'm getting the moon, right? Like maybe you've just kind of been like, I don't know, waiting for something and waiting. I feel like this just longing and waiting. And I feel like I almost want to cut these like strings, because I feel like there's something that needs to like I'm almost getting your like closure isn't going to happen. And I hate to be so harsh about that. It's not me, I swear. Strength. That's a third card in. Right? It's like, and there's nothing in there. There's nothing in there. You've been looking for forever, right? On this hunt. And I feel like a lot of what you see is just fake. It's played out. It's boring. The people around you, I hate to say this, right? Or maybe this is how you feel, because all of a sudden I feel super, I'm like, wait, why am I so, like, but I feel like that's how you feel. I feel like you feel like people are just like not up to par with what it is that you're doing in life. Like, look at you kind of getting ready to put on this show. Like, but you know what? Maybe you thought you needed somebody. You don't. Maybe you thought something and now you're seeing that it's something different. I'm getting this realization of something, Capricorn. This complete like aha moment where you're like, oh shit, look at this. Look at that farm. Look at me working and look at what I'm growing. It's no coincidence that this came out at the same time. And you know what I find actually very interesting about this card? I don't wish I had a third hand, but let me see if I could do this. So, all right. I don't know why this is important, but notice how this is a V. And then this is also a V. There's something like that. This almost reminds me of a reflection of itself, but in a different form. And I know that's like another cliche thing, but I feel like there's something that is meant for you, or something that is you, that you may not have ever thought was meant for you. But when you really take a second and good look into it, you're like, wait. That's exactly like who I am, or that's exactly something I can do. I could do that. I could do that better. Wait, I was meant to do this. It's like all of a sudden I feel like you know you were meant to do something, or you know you were meant for something. This is not romantic. This is definitely as far as like spiritually and internally related. Like there's something that you're meant for. And this is on the physical. But it's not romantic, and it's meant to help you. It's just meant to help you spiritually. I don't know why they're telling me to say that twice, but it's a reflection of itself. It's a reflection of you, but you have to look a little deeper, because you wouldn't have seen that probably maybe if I didn't point it out. But it was clear to me when I saw it. So it's going to be clear to you when you see it. And you don't have to explain it to anybody too. I feel like something's not going to look, it's going to look totally different by the end of it, right? Like you're not going to know what the outcome is. Or maybe you have to just go and do something and not know what the outcome is. And maybe that really hurts your soul, but you got to do it. You just got to make some sort of a decision without knowing the outcome of something. And I'm going to leave it at that. But it's you're going to know it. It's going to look the same, but different. Something's the same, but different. Right? It's like they just integrated. Interesting. All right, so I'm going to leave it there, Capricorn. I can't believe we're at 20 minutes already. Wow. I love you so much. Please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And I will see you next time. All right, bye, guys.